YouTube are now pushing brand new content creators and new smaller channels on their platform. It's always been a myth beforehand that the YouTube algorithm would always push the big channels with millions of subscribers, millions of views on their videos, and they would get preferential treatment over the smaller channels and the smaller creators. Now they are actually pushing small content creators, which is excellent news for me, excellent news for you, because as small creators, we need to get our videos in front of eyes on their platform. And if YouTube aren't going to push our videos in front of those eyes, then our channels are never going to grow. So this video is going to show you the proof that they are actually doing that. I've got an interview that I found of a YouTube employee where he actually proactively tells you that they have a dedicated team and department which is dedicated solely to pushing new content and smaller creators' channels in front of an audience. So the proof is actually online from YouTube itself that they are pushing smaller content creators like us, which is fantastic news. So we're going to push on, and I'm going to show you a little clip from that video, and then I'm going to give you some pointers, because just because your video gets put in front of someone on YouTube doesn't mean that they're going to click on it and watch it and your channel's going to grow. You still need to put a bit of work into some specific things to get your video seen and watched. So we're going to dive into that in this video, and we'll first get started by showing you the interview, the clip that I saw, to show you that I'm not talking bullshit. This is actually from the mouths of a YouTube employee himself. So I'm going to cut now to that video and watch this. Here we go.
For new creators or smaller creators, because when you say the algorithm follows the audience, they worry that they don't have an audience yet for the algorithm to follow. So do we do anything for those creators?
Yeah, so we have a team that is specifically focused on this challenge of trying to identify audiences for creators that are just getting started, for videos that we don't have a lot of information about. And so, yeah, with those videos and channels, we do need to try some different approaches.
So there we have it. There's the proof in the pudding. Now that's just the beginning though. If YouTube are going to do you and me a favor by putting our content in front of an audience, it's down to us from there to make sure that the audience wants to actually click and watch our video and get some value from our content. Because just because YouTube are putting it in front of an audience doesn't mean that people are going to love what we're putting out. For example, the thumbnail doesn't grab your attention, the title doesn't grab your attention, and the content itself, even if you do get a random click, it's probably going to be pants if you haven't put any effort in. So these are the things that we need to do. We've already got YouTube on our side. They're going to help us by putting our video in front of an audience. So we need to really drill down on the things that are most important to being successful on this platform. And the first most important thing, you've heard it a million times, it is the thumbnail. The thumbnail and the title kind of go hand in hand, but in my opinion, the thumbnail is way more important than anything else, because it's the thumbnail that grabs people's attention. If you think when you're scrolling down your YouTube feed looking for a video to watch, there'll be something that jumps out at you that grabbed your attention. That's the thumbnail. So if you don't have a thumbnail that is going to grab somebody's attention, it's not going to get a click. So you might put 2 hours, 4 hours, maybe even a week's worth of effort into making a video, but if the thumbnail's crap, nobody's going to click on it, and it's just all of them hours and days down the drain for nothing. You could have the best video in the world. If nobody wants to click on it, nobody's going to watch it. You can design your thumbnails in a million different ways. You can use Canva, it's free, it's fantastic for knocking up decent thumbnails. You don't need to be a graphic designer genius. You could just take a screen grab from a part of your video that you really like. So if you're scrolling through your video and you see something, that's normally what I do. I'll just find a scene in one of my videos where I think, oh yeah, I don't look too ugly in that one. I'll screen grab that, and then I'll try and put some words that'll grab people's attention and hopefully get the click on my videos. If you can't do it yourself, or you're completely devoid of ideas for how to create a thumbnail, you can go on Fiverr or Upwork, and there's thumbnail designers on there who can design you a number of thumbnail options for your video, and it'll cost you from $5. Probably not. If you want a good one, you're probably going to have to pay a bit more. But if it means getting clicks on your video, it's worth the investment. The next most important thing is your title. You need a captivating title, something that's going to generate intrigue or is straight to the point for somebody who might be searching for that particular thing that you've made a video about. So you can either create a title that is ranked for search engine optimization, so that means whatever people are actively searching for in YouTube in the search bar, you can create a video and a title that's optimized for that particular search. And there's lots of different tools that you can use to sort of find out what the keywords are that people are searching for. For example, this video probably would rank for YouTube, algorithm, new creator, content creator. There's so many different keywords that you could incorporate into a title if you were trying to optimize it for search. If it's not optimized for search, it needs to be really captivating, something that's going to sort of trigger an emotion or trigger some intrigue to make people want to watch and find out what it's about without giving the whole story away, of course. So thumbnail, title, massively important. Make sure you get them right, because like I said before, YouTube can put your video in front of millions of people, but if it doesn't grab if the title and thumbnail doesn't grab anyone's attention, you're never going to get the views. And then you're going to sit back and go, oh, well, it's the algorithm. The algorithm won't let me watch, won't put my video in front of people to watch. You know, what can I do? It's pointless this. YouTube's biased towards big creators, which we all now know is bullshit. So it's your fault if your videos are not getting watched. It's because your YouTube's thumbnails are crap and your titles are crap. So if you improve them, then you're probably going to see a little bit more success. The next thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is in your videos, make sure that your video creates some valuable content. Don't be just making random rubbish videos that's got no context, no information to teach people, no sort of educational purpose. If you're going to create informational content, make sure that it's actually something that people will get some value and benefit from, because they're giving up their time to watch your video in the hope that they're going to learn something new or be entertained or vice versa. And this all sort of ties in together as well with your thumbnail, your title, and the video itself. So you've got if I can break it down like this, you've got your thumbnail, which creates their attention, it grabs somebody's attention. Then you've got your title, which creates some sort of intrigue or sparks curiosity or invokes some emotion. And then the next thing you have to make sure that you do is the video itself, especially in the first 10 to 15 seconds. If your video does not show anything that your thumbnail or title has enticed the person to watch it, the odds are they're just going to leave straight away. You need to be straight into the point of your video. What the title and thumbnail entice them to watch it for needs to be the first 15, 20, 30 seconds here at the most to get them, oh, I feel like I've been given what I've clicked on. Because you can imagine, you can say, oh, it was a fishing, for example, some sort of like thumbnail with a fishing rod and a guy with a massive fish on and some sort of wow, you wouldn't believe it caption. And then the title would be like, I caught the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life. And then you click on it and the first 30 seconds is someone driving around in a car talking about, oh, it was a wonderful day today, and I just thought I'd jump in the car, and I told my wife I'm going out for a few hours, and then blah, blah. You're going to go, what's this all about? This is nothing to do with fishing and a big fish. You're just going to click off it. So if that sort of like makes sense to you, you need to sort of link your thumbnail, your title, to the actual content that you're going to deliver. If YouTube are going to promote and push your video in front of an audience, you have to put the effort in to get the viewer's attention, to get them to click on your video, and to get them to enjoy and feel some satisfaction for clicking on that video. And then you've got the markings, you've got no excuse not to succeed, because if you've achieved them three things, you're going to get the analytics that YouTube's going to look at and they're going to push your content to even more and more, and that is how, in theory, videos blow up and go viral. So if you've got some value from this video, hit that subscribe button, help a small creator out. You know, I want to grow just as much as everybody else. That's why I'm doing this. So hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, let me know where you're at and if you got some value from this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.